Good evening, everyone. Please remain standing for the presentation of the colors and the national anthem. Please be seated. Ladies and gentlemen, good evening and welcome. I am Dr. Stacy Young, President at Montcalm Community College, and I hereby convene our 55th annual commencement. Please allow me to introduce some of the members of our platform party. As a special note, our Board of Trustees, who dedicate many hours to MCC and serve for no pay. Their commitment to our mission of transforming lives through quality education is truly exceptional. They are, and please stand, trustees, Board of Trustees Chairperson, Mrs. Karen Carbonelli. Vice Chairperson, Mr. Robert Marston. Board Treasurer, Mr. Kurt Peterson. Board Secretary, Mrs. Joyce Kitchenmaster. Trustee, Mrs. Carol Dooling-Revelle. Trustee, Dr. Esther Combs. Trustee, Mr. Joshua Stump. Also on the platform tonight are MCC staff, Dean of Nursing and Health Careers, Mrs. Danielle Anderson, and Vice President for Academic Affairs, Mr. Robert Spohr. Our commencement speaker, Mr. Brad Krause. In attendance, we also have special college guests. Please stand when I call your names. Past president, serving from 1971 to 2009, Dr. Donald Burns and his lovely wife, Maureen Burns. Board Chairperson of our MCC Foundation, Mrs. Jane Anderson Beach. Mr. Robert Ferrantino, past president, serving from 2009 to 2019. I'd also like to recognize the family of our speaker, Mr. Brad Krause. In addition, tonight's very special for my family. They come to visit all of you and see all of you graduate, but they're also here for two important reasons. My daughter and my niece are graduating tonight. Would my family please stand? As we celebrate this evening, please consider the accomplishments of this very special group of students. All of them have persevered despite many challenges they have faced over the past 2 years with the COVID pandemic. One of these students is Ms. Meg Martin, a student who saw the pandemic as an opportunity rather than a challenge. Meg is 19 years old and a recent graduate, in fact, a recent graduate in 2021 of Northridge High School in Middlebury, Indiana. There she received high honors and was in the top 10% of her class. The COVID-19 pandemic proved to be an opportunity for Meg, and she was able to begin her college career at MCC Online while still in high school. She has worked very hard over the past couple of years to get ahead and reach her dreams. Along with graduating and taking classes at MCC this spring, Meg is also enrolled at Ferris State University. There she is studying business administration and accounting and is expected to graduate with her bachelor's degree next spring. Immediately following, Meg intends to pursue a master's of business administration from Butler University and obtain her real estate license. Meg is looking forward to her future and a career in business. Meg is grateful and excited about the opportunity to speak with you tonight, and she hopes that her words will inspire others and express her gratitude for the college. Please join me in welcoming our 2022 student commencement speaker, Ms. Meg Martin.
Hello, and good evening to all of my fellow Montcalm Community College graduates, family, friends, and faculty. My name is Meg Martin, and I am an Associates of Science and Arts graduate here at MCC. Approximately 2 years ago, give or take, we all began a journey here at the college, each one of us at a different point in our lives and our own story to tell. But we all had one thing in common, a desire to better ourselves and get a college education. My mom once told me that many things can be taken away from you in life, but a college degree is forever. Whether an associate degree from MCC is just one stop on the path or you're the final piece to your puzzle, we all have something to celebrate tonight. As I reflect on my time at MCC, one quote comes to mind: "You grow through what you go through." I think that one of the best things about college is all of the little lessons you learn just by going through the process. College might have taught me the basics of accounting and the process of natural selection, but I learned so much more about myself and what I am capable of in the process. I have learned the importance of time management, working hard, communication, and flexibility. Hello, online classes. But guess what, graduates? All of these life lessons will carry us just as far as our degree, if not further. Over the last 2 years, students and faculty at MCC have faced an obstacle much greater than the college itself. Many of us began our education in the middle of the COVID-19 pandemic. In-person classes were switched to fully online overnight, and the campus became unrecognizable. Common areas that were once filled with students studying and socializing were nearly empty. The up-close and personal relationships between staff and students were now divided by a laptop screen. I would like to extend my gratitude to all of the professors, staff, and administration who made learning possible over the last couple of years. Without their diligent work, many of us would not be sitting here today, graduating. Would you believe me if I told you 1 year ago I was walking across the stage at my high school graduation, and that next year I am on track to graduate with my bachelor's degree? Thanks to Montcalm Community College, my dreams have become a reality. Family and friends, I ask that you take the time tonight to truly celebrate your graduate. I am here to express just how much work goes into getting this degree. Many students at MCC work a job and have adult responsibilities to cover, all while going to school. As I learned in my economics class recently, there is an opportunity cost for every decision or purchase that we make in life. Every graduate sitting here tonight had to make a choice and to sacrifice to be here. However, I know that none of us will ever regret that choice that we made to better educate ourselves. My fellow graduates, I wish you all nothing but success in your future endeavors. Always remember to stay humble and kind, and never forget that MCC was the beginning of the rest of our lives and the beginning of our dreams. And as Dr. Seuss says, congratulations, today is your day. You are off to great places, you are off and away.
Thank you so much, Meg. We are incredibly proud to call you part of our MCC family, and as of today, part of an elite group of alumni. In a small community, we often see our alumni, we work with them, we volunteer with them, and we celebrate their accomplishments. Our second speaker is a proud member of our MCC family. Mr. Brad Krause grew up in Greenville and graduated from Greenville High School in 1998. He's a 2003 class graduate of MCC in Small Business Management and Development degree. He's the founder of Service Professor, Inc., a home service provider of plumbing, heating, cooling, electrical, duct cleaning, drains, sewers, in West and Southwest Michigan. He's also a master trainer and speaker for Nexstar Network since 2013, and has helped nearly 10,000 owners and service technicians to realize the best versions of themselves through Keynote speaking and training. Service Professor has experienced 40+% growth each of the last 5 years, landing on the Inc. 5,000 fastest growing companies list 7 of the last 8 years, and is currently pacing to reach $35 million in sales in 2022. He's active in his church and strives to live daily with a servant mentality. He has been part of the Nexstar Explorer, the Trades program, and is a former committee member of Troops to Trade program that focused on bringing our veterans into the trades. He recently launched an academy focused on bringing more people to the trades, Service Professor Trades Academy. He has also been a big brother through Big Brothers Big Sisters to Travis Harvey for the last 9 years, who's now a freshman at Grand Valley State University. When he's not leading Service Professor or training for Nexstar, he is focused on the most important passion in his life, his family. He is married to his wife of 17 years, Jennifer. He has 4 children, Tucker, 14, Cambry, who is 12, Griffin, who is 7, and Hazel, who is 4. The youngest, Hazel, was just recently adopted in January 2021. He finds no more enjoyment than coaching his children in all of their sports and in hunting with them and taking them to every sporting event possible. He also enjoys staying fit and the great outdoors. I am very proud to call Brad an MCC alum, and am grateful he accepted our request to speak to all of you tonight. Please join me in giving him a warm welcome, Mr. Brad Krause.
We have 2 mics going here, I believe. We good? All right. Well, thank you, everybody. I certainly appreciate it to all of the faculty and alumni here from MCC, and most importantly, the graduating class of 2022, for frankly this amazing opportunity that I find before me. You know, I'll tell you, it's hard to get me nervous. You know, I do this for a living. I get to travel around the country and speak and motivate people. It's frankly a job that I'm very undeserving to have, besides my daily job of running Service Professor Incorporated. But I'll tell you, when you get that phone call from the president of a college requesting your presence to be a speaker at a commencement, I'll tell you, there's a bit of a knot that goes into your stomach, maybe a double, triple knot, and made me uncomfortable for the first time in a long time. So please be proud of that, President Stacy. I appreciate everything and making me uncomfortable for a hot minute there. But I think President Young would also say that it took me about 30 seconds to say, absolutely, let's do this. So, you know, I did what I think anybody would do now if you were awarded this opportunity, is I went straight to YouTube, right? And I just YouTubed and said the top commencement speeches of all time, and I wanted to watch those. And I'll tell you, the underlying tone of all of those speeches was, make it memorable. give the graduates a nugget, some sort of tangible to take away so that they can go and embark on this journey that you have in front of you currently. And, so I said, all right, let's make this thing memorable. How am I going to do that? I said, I know, it came to me. A walk-up song. I want a walk-up song when I walk from that chair. It was a lot shorter walk than I anticipated, by the way, up to this podium. And so I pitched this idea, and I said, okay, well, how am I going to do this? I searched. I was a 2003 graduate, as you heard. And I said, what are the top Billboard 100 songs from '03? And I was pleasantly surprised that the number one song from 2003 was 50 Cent, "In the Club." And I'll tell you, that song still gets me going, so that was perfect. I said, that's my song. I'm going to do a walk-up song, because that's a thing today, are these walk-up songs. So I pitched the idea to MCC, and they said, yes, let's do it. So we had it all planned out. I'd hit a little clicker, and boy, my song would come. I'd break out some '03 dance moves, maybe. And then I got a call from IT. Brad, we can't do it. We can't do it. Apparently, 50 Cent still likes to be paid for the music he produced 20 years ago. Go figure, right? So because of some trademark issues and different things of that nature, no 50 Cent tonight. The funny thing was, when I said 50 Cent in the club, you can't see up here, all of my young graduates, most of you, but all of your parents in the stands are back there going, oh yeah, that's the one. I remember that jam. It's 50 Cent. He's a rapper. Okay, look him up. He's amazing. But no, in all seriousness, I wanted to make this thing as memorable as possible. So I'm going to start off with a story. As you heard, I speak for a company called Nexstar Network. And I remember I was at headquarters in St. Paul, Minnesota, and they had this amazing cafeteria room, this eatery, if you will. And I was doing a speech there. I was facilitating a training. And I walk in there, and I see the CEO of Nexstar unloading the dishwasher. Julian Skadden, a dear friend of mine. He's unloading the dishwasher. Immediately in my head, I went, wow, what a servant. CEO of this mega organization, he's in there unloading a dishwasher with clean dishes. But not only was he unloading them, I'm watching him grab a towel and he's wiping out the cups as he's putting them away. I said, Jay, what are you doing? He's like, I'm putting the dishes away, Brad. I go, yeah, but you're getting them out of a dishwasher and you're wiping them down with a towel. He said, Brad, you know how a dishwasher works. Those glasses have a few drips in them. They're not completely dry. I said, yeah, but Jay, you can just put them up in the cabinet like I do, and they'll drip dry in like a day. He looked at me and said, Brad, how you do anything is how you do everything. I sat there. It was like one of those moments in my life where it just hit me right in the face. I went, I'm going to take that forever in my journey because it was so profound yet so simple. So I thought, hey, my wife and I were young parents. We have 4 kids. This is a couple years ago, and I thought, I'm going to use this in my parenting. Because how impactful would that be with your kids? Now, we're all, all of us dads in here and moms in here, we teach our kids lessons all the time. So I just kept saying to them, they don't do anything perfect. Whether it be their homework or their chores or get to bed on time, they just don't. And I always reiterate to them, how you do anything is how you do everything. And I just thought it just glazed over them. Until one day, my 14-year-old son now, who I believe was 13 at that time, he had a cell phone sitting on the counter, and I was just going to be a nosy dad. And I walk over there, and I hit it to wake it up, see who's been texting him, one of them things. And I look at his phone screen that says right on there, a homemade screenshot on his phone screen that said, how you do anything is how you do everything. I thought, wow. So I grab my phone, I take a picture of that, and I text Julian Skadden. I said, Julian, if you ever doubt the impact that you have on people, I don't know if you may even remember telling me this in that story. I had to reiterate it to him. You now have a 13-year-old boy that's affected 2 people removed from you because of what you taught me, and I thank you for that. So never downplay the impact that you have on people. So I wanted to make this thing impactful, so I thought, per the bio, I could sit up here and tell you all the things I've done well, and most importantly, the things I didn't do well, and what you can learn from them things, and move forward to get where you want to go. But I thought, let me drill down. I didn't think that'd be serving you, the graduates, well enough. So I drilled down and I figured out the top 3 things that I thought would be the most impactful for you to take away here this evening. So here's the thing. Before I get into these, I want to just give you permission, because these all came from mentors of mine that I've been very lucky to know in my life, is that you have full permission to steal these. Borrow them, if you will. They're yours to take. The best ideas are always stolen. As a matter of fact, Steve Jobs, the founder of Apple, always said, we have always been shameless about stealing great ideas. The best of the best steal, so please steal away. So with that being said, they said I have maximum of 30 minutes, so we better get going here. Number one, I'm going to encourage all of you to surround yourself with people in your life that allow you to realize the best version of you. It's dramatically important. I've lived my life thinking to myself, if I'm in a room full of my friends, am I the smartest person in that room? I would look left, I'd look right. Am I the smartest person standing here? And I ask that you do the same thing. As you go on your career here, look around. Are you the smartest person in there? Now, I'm not telling you to get rid of your friends, right? But get additional friends that are going to push you to the next bar. And when you reach that bar, push to the next bar. I've done this my entire career. I've surrounded myself with the best service contractors across this country to just have a glimpse of what it actually could be. And now it's coming to fruition because I was very, very intentional about doing so. Now, trust me, I would never abandon my buddies because when I was sitting in your seats back in 2003, I had way too much fun with those guys to give up on them. Matter of fact, I want to continue to make memories with all of them and have a great time. So do not get rid of your friends, but find more. Find those that are going to push you. Because American businessman Dan Pena once said, show me your friends and I'll show you your future. Matter of fact, studies show that as you embark on your career, your income will be the average of the top 5 people that you hang with. Let that soak in for a minute. Push that bar and surround yourself with people that are going to push you past par. Now, with that being said, find mentors to teach you these things. I don't care if you're going to be a nurse, you want to be in business, you want to be a CPA. Track those people down. Call them. Ask them to lunch. See if you can get a coffee with them. Go visit their facility. Contrary to popular belief, these people, they're kind. The world is kind. They want to help. They want to help you. But one bit of advice I have for you is when you do make those phone calls, to get those introductions, don't be intimidated. Have some pep in your step. Carry yourself with a little bit of swag. Have some confidence because confidence is attractive. And they will pick up on that. They will absolutely pick up on your confidence level. You know, when I think of people in my life that have made a difference, in my 20s, I think of my buddy Marcus Ancliffe. One of my best friends today, and he would always tell me, Brad, fake it till you make it. Boy, did I ever do that. Fake it till you make it until you get there. You know, Henry Ford once said, whether you think you can or think you can't, you're right. You get to make the decision. Mark Twain also said, I never let my schooling get in the way of my education. The schooling's done, everybody. You're here, you've made it. Now your education starts. Surround yourself with the best of the best that's going to educate you in the way that's going to get you to where you're going faster. And then once you do make it, I encourage you to do this. Help. Help those that are following you. Just like those that are out there now want to help you. As Service Professor, we do this all the time. We have contractors from around the country that fly in, spend a day with us, 2 days, a week, whatever it is, because they want a little bit of the secret sauce of what we've been able to accomplish. And we're happy to give it to them. And once you've made it, help. I make a habit every day to use the word help 6 times in my language, every single day. Yes, I'm confident I can help you with that. Absolutely, I'll get that taken care of if that gets you a helping hand. I'm confident I come up with a solution to get you where you want to be. Help others. Because once you do, you become more attractive. And once you become more attractive, more people want to be around you. That's when you create your own gravitational pull. Be the person with your own gravitational pull. You know, my dad, son of a farmer, he's here with us today. He always told my brothers and I, no matter what, boys, that you run into, you can get through anything if you simply work harder. Anything. And boy, has that ever come true. Thank you. Apologize. My family's my weak point, by the way. You heard I had 4 kids. When they stood up, there's only one back there. They all have sports tonight. Every one of them are in sports, and clearly I didn't make the top of their list. So I'll take it. I'm good with that. So number 1, surround yourself with people that will allow you to realize the best version of yourself. It's so important, and do that every single day. Number 2, find gratitude every single day. Be grateful every single day. Now, I find the easiest way to do this is through a great morning routine. If you start your day strong, you'll finish your day strong. It's nearly impossible not to. And the difference between the top 1% of performers in this world and 99% of the other people are in which they embark on their day with a great morning routine. So I'm going to really get into some detail here with you, but I'm going to summarize it. And I stole this from others, but we've coined it 5-5-20 plus 1. 5-5-20 plus 1. We'll break this down. The first 5, every single morning, write down your 5 gratitudes. What are you grateful for in that moment in time? I want you to think about that. Be very intentional and very specific here. What are you grateful for? It can be the smallest of things. I'm happy that my neighbor waved to me when I was getting the mail. I'm happy that my son got an A+ on his exam we studied together for. You can be grateful even in the things that are troubling you. If you're not feeling well, for example, be grateful that you're going to feel better. In the next day or 2, you're going to get better. Find gratitude even in those things that trouble you. Being grateful is very, very important. And I'll tell you, my wife and I have taken this to the next level. We're Christians. We pray before our meals, and we after every prayer, we have all of our kids go around the table. We actually eat at an island. I don't know if we've eaten at a table except for Thanksgiving. We eat around an island. And we go around the island, and we have each one of them declare their top gratitude for the day. What are you grateful for? We don't let them off easy, even the 4-year-old. Hazel can't say, oh, it was a great day. Well, why was it a great day? Well, the sun was shining today. Now we're talking. Which, by the way, I'll knock on wood, that happens at some point for us all in here. We're getting closer, I think. So be grateful every single day. Be very intentional. My mom always told us growing up, be kind. Always. Mom, I'm still working on that. Every day. But thank you for those words of wisdom. But I don't believe you can be kind every day if you don't live in a state of gratitude. See, because all the negative, it's there. It's waiting for us all the time. And if we only focus on what we don't have, we'll always be in a deficit. Instead, focus on what you do have and what's good in your life every day and notate it. I put it in my iPhone in my notes section every single morning. Keep a journal. I promise you it'll make a huge difference. Studies show that as humans, we get 80,000 messages thrown at us every day through marketing, through radio, through TV, through people we're speaking to. It doesn't matter. 80,000, 70,000 of which are negative in nature. Let that soak in. 70,000. Look what we're up against. If we don't choose our day, the day will choose us. And tomorrow, 91% of those messages from yesterday will be repeated today or tomorrow. And the same amount of negative. So you have to choose happiness. You have to choose gratitude if you want to get there. The thing is that we all know that person, don't we? We all know that person that's always jacked up on Mountain Dew. Right? Always in a great mood. Nothing derails them. You're like, what are you? I want some of what you're taking. Right? But instead, as humans, because we're negative by nature, we love to make excuses as to why they are and why we are the way we are. Right? We'll make excuses like, oh, I know what it is. Their spouse is much nicer to them than mine is, right? That's got to be what it is. Their kids are much better behaved. That's what it is. That's what's going on here. And we do that because it takes the accountability off from us. When in reality, we all know that person has the same struggles that we do. But they choose every day to show up to those that they come in contact with that day. So studies show, everybody. Well, let me ask you this. As my graduating class here, show of hands, if you already have a job or when you get your first job, when you embark on your career, who here expects to make more than $50 a day? Raise your hand. $50 a day. Everybody's hands should be up. It's illegal not to pay you that much, all right? Go ahead and raise your hands, everybody. $50 a day? All right, great. According to the Pew Research Center, 93% of the world population makes less than $50 a day. But we take that for granted, don't we? Because we live in America, the greatest country in the world. And we just think, oh, poor me, we've got all this going against us. We don't even think of a simple fact like that. 93% of the world population makes less than $50 a day. So next time somebody asks all of you, hey, how's it going? Top 7%, y'all. And to boot, of that 93%, 71% of that 93, you all can do the math, you're graduates, make less than $10 per day. But we take what we have here for granted. So if anything else, be grateful for that fact alone. Because we have a ton of opportunity here, and I'm standing proof of that, of the opportunity that's right in front of you. You just got to go get it. So 5, 5, 20 plus 1. The first, put down your 5 gratitudes every single day. Number 2, your 5 goals for the day. Note down what you're going to accomplish that day. We all need a road guide. We have to have a map. Or we won't get, we know where we think the destination is, but you got to know how to get there and navigate it. Every day, set those small rocks. It can be the smallest of things. I want to drink a gallon of water today. I want to make sure I get through half of that PowerPoint that's due Friday. Set a goal every single morning and stare at them often, and you will accomplish them. Only 5, though. Keep it small. And these are what we consider your small rocks. Maybe your goal is, hey, tonight, I want to give my spouse the night off. Crack a beer for them, pour a glass of wine, whatever their flavor is. I got dinner tonight, babe. Don't worry about it. I'm going to do the dishes too. You just take the night off, just relax. So right now I should see every wife nudging their husband right now going, listen to this guy up here. Listen to him right now. Right? Make that a goal of yours. Trust me, they'll remember and they'll reciprocate it. I promise. So set big goals as well. These are your minister goals, but you should be setting quarterly goals, annual goals, semi-annual, whatever they are. Set goals. You need to have them. You know, Michelangelo once said, I won't care if you aim high and miss, but I will if you aim too low and hit. You need to have big goals. I call them my BHAGs, big, hairy, audacious goals. I set them every year. You know, the Brigham Young University, if you all know that out in Utah, BYU had a goal-setting study that I just adore. And the problem with most of us, we think about ideas and we leave them right here in our head. They stay right here. They never get noted down. And the BYU study of goal setting says, if it's not written down, it just lives right here, you're 10% likely to accomplish that goal, no matter what it is, 10%. Why? Because our minds will play tricks on us. It'll say, hey, Brad, I got your back, man. Yeah, Monday, we'll do that. Yeah, no problem. We'll get that taken care of. But the fact is that our human brain will lose 75% of what's inputted within 24 hours. When it's written, it's real. Get it written down. Share it with the world. Don't keep your goals to yourself. Tell your family, tell your friends, tell your educators, tell your mentors especially. Because once you write them down, you're now 60% likely to accomplish that goal, according to BYU. Now, you might say 60% is not good enough for me, Brad. How do I get to 100? Well, let me summarize the study real quick. Once you write it down, now you commit to somebody else, a mentor. Somebody's going to hold you accountable. And then on that piece of paper where you have that goal written down, write on there, I will, and underline it. You're then committing to yourself, and now you're 100% likely to accomplish anything that you set forth. And I encourage you to do that. You know, I remember when I was 19, I was 20, and I was very blessed to be able to build my first house right here in Gowan, Michigan, just up the road. Real short drive to school, by the way. Built my first little tiny ranch house. When I say tiny, it was a small ranch house, but it was a new house. And I remember I lived with 2 of my best buddies, Trevor Mack and Scott Gailey. Awesome, awesome guys. We had far too much fun. And I remember, you know, we had get-togethers, right? Otherwise known as parties, ravers. You guys can label it how you want. And we had them often. I remember Trevor always took the lead on giving the tours of this house. He was proud as a peacock. He lived in this brand new house. And I had the tiny master suite. When I say tiny, it was tiny. Had a bed, you know, a little bedroom and a bifold closet, and I had my own bathroom, though. That was cool. I remember when you get to that portion of the house, you get to my bathroom, I always had these sticky notes up in the mirror. And people would go, what are those notes up in Brad's mirror there? And he'd always kind of just look at him, and he'd kind of just wave his hand, and oh, those are his goals or something. Just like he spat, oh, those are his goals or something. And I never realized how important those would be and how well it would serve me to have to stare at those every single morning, because you will always be your worst critic. Know that. If you have to stare at something you didn't accomplish, you're going to be harder on yourself than anybody else could. And I remember that first set of professional goals I had on there. By the way, they're not all professional. Make them personal as well. You should have a 50-50 mix of personal goals and professional goals always. But I remember my first two professional goals I always had on there. One was I wanted to be the youngest journeyman electrician in company history when I worked for my dad at G&D Electric. The youngest one by age to pass my state requirements exam. And the second one was I want to have the highest score in company history. Now, I don't necessarily know if I wanted the highest score. I just certainly wanted to beat my dad's score, okay? That was extremely important to me. And I'm happy to announce I actually accomplished both those on the same day. I was the youngest at 21 years old, and I scored a 94% on my state journeyman's exam. Now, I held that title for a whole 30 days before a great friend of mine who worked for us, Paul Krantz, beat me. He scored 99% on his state journeyman's exam. I don't think it's ever been matched. But you have to stare at them if you want to accomplish them. You know, I'll end with this, is the great Russell Wilson, the quarterback for the Seattle Seahawks. Actually, I think the Broncos now, I believe, in the offseason, right? Got a head nod back there, the Broncos. One of his quotes is, the separation is in the preparation. If you want to separate yourself from your competition, because guess what? You all have competition. You have people that want the same job that you're going to go after, the same degree that you want to go after. The separation is in the preparation, and goals is the way to get there. So 5, 5, 20 plus 1. Again, just to recap, 5 gratitudes every single morning. 5 goals every single morning. Note them down, hold yourself accountable for them. And now what is this 20 plus 1 thing? Okay, God gave us one of these things right here, right? One of these bodies. Do something to evoke energy every single morning. 20 of something. Take care of this. You know, I get excited about, meeting my grandbabies someday, or maybe my great-grandbabies, who knows? But I work really hard to take care of myself. I believe a healthy mind produces great results. Look good, feel good. I got all kinds of sayings I could give you. Right? So do 20 push-ups in the morning. Do 20 squats, 20 jumping jacks. Do 20 of something, because it's impossible not to smile when you're evoking that physical energy. And why is it plus 1? It's plus 1 because in 2 weeks, the 20 push-ups might become 21. In 2 more weeks, it might be 22, and so on and so forth. Do that no matter what in the morning. Now, you could go to the next level. My wife and I have been very conscious about this the last 5 years. We actually work out together now. We go to Burn Boot Camp. It's a chick gym. Yes, I'm not stupid. And we go about 4 days a week. We go work out together, 6 a.m. I can tell you there probably hasn't been but maybe one time, and I'm just being generous right now, that I've gotten up at 5:15 and went, yahoo, let's go to the gym. But I feel amazing when I leave there. It's kind of like our date morning, we call it. We get to talk, catch up on the way there and the way back. It's a 5-minute drive, short talk. Right? But take it to the next level. Take care of this. It's all you have, right? And it's impossible not to evoke energy, like I said. You do 20 push-ups in the morning, you're going to feel great. Start with 10, whatever it might be. Now let's think about this. All of these things in this morning routine, 5 gratitudes, 5 goals, 20 of something, it's in stark contrast to how we live our lives now, isn't it, most of us? Heck, we don't roll over in bed and say good morning to our significant others before we grab our phone and start scrolling through to see what negative happened in the world yesterday or last night. Or to look on Facebook to see what, neighbor Susie or cousin Leo had for dinner last night. Who cares? Who cares? Listen, folks, I'm not here to tell you to stop watching the news. Okay, I'm not. But stop watching the news. All right? It's all negative. Next time you do watch it, just count on one hand, because I promise you it's all you have to use of how many positive things they say in a 30-minute broadcast. It's there to feed you exactly what they know you want. And you have to combat that. It's everywhere around us, is the negativeness. So, to recap, I told you, promised you 3 things. Number 1, surround yourself with people that are going to allow you to realize the best version of yourself. Number 2, have an awesome morning routine and find gratitude in your life through the 5, 5, 20 plus 1. 5 gratitudes, 5 goals, 20 of something in the morning to get your day started in the right way. And lastly, number 3 is be, do, have. We up there? Technical malfunction. Be, do, have. I really need this slide up there first before we can go on. you go. Well, while we're fixing that, I'll tell you one thing I'd like you to gauge is next time you come home from work, from school, whatever your next adventure looks like, and your spouse, significant other asks you, hey, how was your day, babe? How was it? Watch how you respond to that. Because naturally we just start dumping in about all the negative stuff that happened, don't we? We know it's there. It all happens, right? But instead, choose to be positive. Tell them what was great about your day when they ask you how it went. And you're going to realize what that is through 5-5-20 plus 1. Hey, while you're getting that up, we're going to go. All right, here we go. All right, so number 3, be, do, have. Okay, think about it in order. That's what you'd see up there. Be, do, have, okay? The problem with today's society is everybody wants to live their life in reverse order, from bottom up. Have, do, be. When you live your life in that order, it's, if I could only have a more understanding spouse, I'd be willing to go do the things with him or her, and I'd be the spouse that they're always nagging on me to be. If I could only have more understanding children and more well-behaved children, I'd be willing to go do the things with them on the weekends that I know I should be doing, and I'd be the parent that my spouses always tell me that I should be for them. If I could only have a more understanding boss or coworker, I'd be willing to go do the things that I know I should do and be the employee or coworker or recruit that I know that I should be. See, the problem when you live your life in that order is that you'll always be a victim of circumstance. There's no accountability in that order. Nothing is ever your fault. So I highly consider for your consideration to live your life in the other order. Be, do, have. Starting tonight, go be the spouse that you know you can be. Go do something sweet for your significant other, totally unexpected. You're going to have a relationship that your kids gauge their future relationships upon. Go be the parent that you know you can be. Do something exciting this weekend, totally unexpected for those kiddos. And you're going to have a relationship that your friends, your other family members, gauge their relationship with their children on. Go be the employee. Go be the boss. Go be the recruit that you know you can be. Go do the things that you know you need to do, and you're going to have success like you've never imagined. That much I promise you. And once you do that, and only once you do that, can you do what would now be last on the slide, and that is give back. Then you can start giving back. Once you live your life in that order, now you can give back and pay it forward for others. Do something unexpected for somebody else with zero expectation of anything in return. There's nothing more gratifying than giving back to people. Nothing. You know, the great Tony Robbins, who I'm a serious fan of, he says, we have to grow to have something to give. We simply can't give something that we don't have. So I want you to remember, how you do anything is how you do everything. Thank you for your attention this evening. Good night and God bless.
Thank you, Mr. Krause.
You're
That
welcome.
was wonderful. Thank you for being here.
Thank you.
Thank you. The MCC Board of Trustees established a policy to identify and honor a full-time faculty member who demonstrated outstanding teaching ability, thereby contributing to this college as a center of learning. It was called the MCC Master Teacher Award. The name was changed to MCC Outstanding Faculty Award in 1981. In 1990, the name changed again in honor of an MCC full-time faculty member who was retiring after 25 years of teaching at MCC, to the Leslie K. Morford Faculty Recognition Award. And I think Leslie K. Morford was the first faculty member hired here when MCC started. Recipients of this Leslie K. Morford Faculty Recognition Award are nominated by a board of peers and approved by the Board of Trustees and given a plaque, a frame citation, an honorarium, and his or her name is engraved on a plaque which is displayed permanently at MCC. Mr. Spohr, would you please escort the 2022 recipient to the podium? Brianne Ledholtz joined Montcalm Community College in August 2011 as a full-time mathematics instructor after serving as a temporary math instructor from 2007 through 2008. She also is a mathematics department chair. Many of her students expressed their difficulties learning math, and they overwhelmingly recognized her for her kindness, compassion, and knowledge, saying she is an absolutely amazing math teacher. They say she is funny, uplifting, and always there to help when they need her. One student says she has amazing talents for getting people to understand anything. Another adds she knows her stuff and is more than willing to share her knowledge even after class has ended. She is one of the best instructors in MCC, another student says. She helps make math fun, and she really cares for her students. Brianne has earned degrees from Montcalm Community College, Central Michigan University, Grand Valley State University, and Grand Rapids Community College. Through this award, Montcalm Community College expresses deep appreciation to Brianne Ledholtz, the recipient of the 2022 Leslie K. Morford Faculty Recognition Award. Congratulations. In 2003, MCC established the Outstanding Adjunct Faculty Award to honor contributions of a part-time faculty member. Recipients of the Outstanding Adjunct Faculty Award are also nominated by a board of peers and approved by the Board of Trustees and given a plaque, a frame citation, an honorarium, and his or her name is engraved on a plaque, which is displayed permanently at MCC. Mr. Spohr, would you please escort the 2022 recipient to the podium? Andrea Puskas is passionate about history, and that is evident in the comments from her students. She started as an adjunct history instructor at Montcalm Community College in 2019, and she channels her energy and enthusiasm to make history more than an everyday lecture. She is recognized by her students as being a greatly influential instructor who provides the best opportunities for learning. They say she is a fun person to be around and continuously works to improve her teaching style to accommodate the learning styles of all her students. Andrea makes history fun. She's pretty cool, and she's very interactive with students. Andrea has earned degrees from Montcalm Community College and Central Michigan University. Through this award, Montcalm Community College expresses deep appreciation to Andrea Puskas, the recipient of 2022 Outstanding Adjunct Faculty Award. Congratulations.
We have a new award being presented this year, the Montcalm Community College Distinguished Alumni Award. This award is a high honor bestowed to an alumnus defined as someone who has taken one or more classes or completed a credential. The recipient of this award shall have advanced in their career and brought credit to themselves and Montcalm Community College through accomplishments with achieving a high level of accomplishment and recognition in his or her career and life experiences. In addition, this person shall have demonstrated service to his or her community through community service, volunteerism, or involvement in the community and embodied one or more of MCC's value statements that spell service: student success, empowerment, relationships, visionary, inclusion, community, and excellence. Please welcome the first recipient of the Distinguished Alumni Award, Ms. Sally Ann Welsh-Spry. Sally Ann Welsh-Spry has been an educator for more than 30 years. She served as an adjunct business instructor at MCC from 1991 to 2015 and as a co-program instructor and tutor from 1991 to 1997, as well as a variety of roles with other organizations. Her journey began as a student at MCC. She graduated in 1989 with an associate's degree in accounting and business administration. With special mentors at the college, Spry says she became hooked on education. She adds that they all saw potential and encouraged her when she was ready to give up. Sally continued to earn degrees from Aquinas and Grand Valley State University. Her hard work paid off as she embarked on a career helping others through education and humanitarian work. In addition to her years of teaching, she has deep roots in the community, sharing her time and talents as a volunteer with a variety of organizations and causes. Through this award, Montcalm Community College celebrates Sally Ann Welsh-Spry, the recipient of the 2022 Distinguished Alumni Award. Congratulations.
I'm a heavy person.
As I previously mentioned tonight, we have an incredibly exceptional group of graduates who have faced many obstacles while completing their degrees. All of these students took at least some of their coursework virtually, wore masks to class, and at times entered specific doors on campus to prove their health status. What this tells me is that this group of students persevered through challenges and had the ability to adapt to change and improve their technology skills. Here's the good news. This group of graduates will be highly employable as employers look for these extraordinary personality traits. We also have graduates who have worked through the pandemic and took advantage of the state of Michigan's Futures for Frontliners and Michigan Reconnect programs, providing students free college tuition. I'm a big believer that obtaining a college degree provides us choices and security. But as these graduates understand, working towards a degree is not easy. To our faculty and our staff, and the families and friends of the graduates here tonight, I want to thank you all for providing support to them during their educational journeys. I know many of you have answered the late-night stressful phone calls, proofread papers, and even offered a shoulder to lean on during tough times. Graduates, will you please stand, face the audience, and join me and thanking them for all of the important people in your lives. Let's give them a round of applause. I think I can speak for all of you when we say a collective thank you. You may sit down now. I was just making you stretch a little bit. I'm going to have you stand up in a second. So one of our traditions here in the crowd is to have some of our grads stand and be recognized for certain things. This one I'm really proud of. If you are the first person, graduates, in your family to go to college and graduate, please stand. That's awesome. If you're a graduate, and I know grades aren't totally done yet, but if you're a graduate who has obtained a perfect 4.0 through your entire college career, stand up. Wonderful. Okay, grads. If you started taking classes at MCC prior to graduating from high school, please stand. Wonderful. This one's a little bit tougher. If you have not yet officially received your high school diploma and you're graduating tonight, please stand. Wow! Holy cow. Thank you. That's wonderful. Here's one I'm especially proud of. If you are a military veteran, graduates, please stand. We thank you for your service. Graduates, if you are a parent, please stand. Okay, this one's a tough one. Graduates, if one of you is a grandparent, please stand. That was very fun. We thank you all for your commitment to education. Before we get started to the most important part of this evening, I wanted to acknowledge a tradition we started last year at MCC. If any of our staff has a son or daughter graduating, I have invited them to be able to hand their graduate their degrees. It's important to me. We don't get a lot of perks in higher ed, but this is one of them. Tonight, besides myself, I'll get to hand both my daughter and my niece their diplomas. We also have a special situation where one of our staff gets to hand their spouse their degree. So we think that's pretty cool. And Mr. Spoor, let's get these kids graduated. Yeah. Students.
Graduates, are you ready to get this party started? Wow, that was lame. Seriously. I know you're tired. Are you ready to get this party started? Much better. Okay. Mrs. Carbonelli, on behalf of the faculty of Montcalm Community College, it is my pleasure to present to you candidates for associate degrees and certificates in applied science, arts, science, and applied science. Graduates, please stand.
Upon nomination of the faculty of Montcalm Community College and the authority vested in me through the Board of Trustees and the laws of the state of Michigan, I hereby confer upon you the degrees of Associate in Applied Science, Arts, Science and Arts, and certificates. Thank you. You may be seated.
Ladies and gentlemen, today is a big day for all of our graduates. They have worked really hard. They all deserve our undivided attention. If you get up and leave partway through, it takes the attention away from the graduates. So we request that you stay seated until all of our graduates are through and have left the gym. All candidates receiving associate degrees and certificates, please come forward. Not all at the same time. Tia Marie Chambers, high honors. Trenton Jacob Harvey. Selena Ann Ring. Erin Marie Taylor. Tiffany Nicole Pajares, honors. Kaylee Marie Buckholtz, high honors, and a 4.0. Haley Janelle Carey. Tiffany Jean Haddix, honors. How do you pronounce this? I'm just kidding. Allison Claire Horner, high honors. Our graduation speaker, Megan Campbell Martin, high honors. Tyler Spencer Van Ness. Cassandra Marie Kleck. Annabelle R. Mag, high honors. Blake Robert Muscat, high honors. Deanna Marie Gallagher, high honors. Elizabeth Marie Underhill, high honors. Zoe Elizabeth Barnes. Sadie Mae Lovelace, honors. Tracy Ann Altoft, honors. Bryce Ace J. Spencer, honors. McKenna Ray Nash. Kenny Jacora Becker. Brianna Ray Cox. Jeremy Michael Wolf, honors. Nikayla E. Guerrero. Tamara Ann Schmeltzer, high honors. Mackenzie Jill Martin, honors. Donna Joe Starks, high honors. Samantha Jo Vanderoor, honors. Courtney Shea Page, honors. Allie Lynn Tozer, honors. Kevin Lee Powell, honors. Carolyn Joy Morin. Delaney Joe Gould. Shay Marie Cox. Megan Elizabeth Hunt. Alyssa Joy Bailey. Paige Autumn Wadle. Mackenzie Ty Meadows. Victoria Lynn Gaskell. Stephen Lawrence Tripp, Sr. His wife is giving him the Caitlin Ann Kent. Tara Ann Crawford, high honors. Chelsea Vera Roselle, honors. Gavin Nash Hurt, honors. Aubrey May Spone. Bailey Elizabeth Peterman. Riley Christine Parsons. Monica Lynn Burnett. Dawn Marie Brenton. Abigail Lynn Geiger Wester. Alyssa K. Barrett. Shay Ryan Jensen. Zachariah Dylan Yonker, high honors. Nathan Robert Bush. Cole Aiden Brinks, honors. Devin Keith Edward Brayman, honors. Jonathan William Diefenbach, high honors. Angelica Lynn Barnhart, high honors. Emily Jo Listerman. Michelle K. Detloff. Taylor Ray Yancey. Christina Elizabeth McQueen, high honors. Morgan Diane Weedmark. Madison Jean Weedmark. Paige Marie Mobley. Catherine Ann Henry, high honors. Caitlin Rochelle Johnson, high honors. Catherine C. Wilbur. Travis Mark Carlson Sr., honors. Giovanni Alpizar, honors.
And now we present the MCC alma mater.
Congratulations, graduates. I would ask you to all stand up for a moment. We have something very important to do. Please move your tassel from the right side to the left side to show your friends and family that you are now officially an MCC graduate. may be seated. So I did a little math for tonight. I realized this is my 28th graduation ceremony that I have personally been a part of in my lifetime. Every single time I'm inspired, every single time. And tonight is no different. You have all now achieved something that no one can ever take away from you. I hope that you all take a few moments to think about your success and what this means in your life. I believe that obtaining a college degree or certificate changes lives, and not just your life, but your entire family, and the children and grandchildren and great-grandchildren that will come after you. I sit here and think, what will you be doing in 10 or 20 years? I do hope that you stay in touch with us. You see, now you are an important part of our MCC history and our family. You are an elite group of alumni here. Let me warn you ahead of time, we may be calling you. We might want you to mentor students, speak to a class, and we might even come back and work with us someday. Please stop by and let us know how you're doing. I would love to see you. If you have a great success or even a small one, drop us a note, email, call, text, whatever you would like. But no matter what the future holds, we are so proud of you. Congratulations, class of 2021-22, because some of you I know graduated in 2021. Members of the audience, I now invite you to share and thank all of our graduates, and let's celebrate them again. And now, let's all stand for the retirement of the colors and the recessional. And thank you all for sharing your evening with us.